Mystical Ariel here to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. Good morning to you all. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Excuse me, London. Hear my wait. Move, please, buddy. I am just going to grab myself some water if you're wondering why is she not in the camera? What the heck's going on? What the heck is going on? Good morning, as you guys all gather. All right. Good morning, everybody. Grand risings. Grand risings, all you beautiful beloved ones. It is good to be here this morning. Sorry I missed yesterday. As you can even hear right now, I woke up this morning and I had no voice, or yesterday morning, and this body I observed, I opened up the mouth and there was no voice coming out. So I can only imagine that something must have shook the system. We must have ticked it off, all those kinds of things. But you know what's interesting? What if I told you I already knew I'd be going through some of this? Let's not forget, I went to the other side. And I might have come back here realizing the truth of our existence. And yes, I had to go through so much here, go through all the cell memory and recognize that even though the mind and heart understood so much, the body had so much more to comprehend and understand. So I went and spent many months in a desert. Me and my dogs in the wilderness, white desert fox. And I discovered something. That exactly what I discovered in what I once believed was death, I discovered here. So, beloved lions of light, warriors of the original design, welcome to this sacred hour. Man, if you could have heard my voice the other day, you guys would have been like, how am I here today? And like I said, I practice what I speak and teach. So as you all know, those of you who are new, I am Ariel Hooper. I'm your guide through the Awaken Series, as I am the author of that series. And today, we're going to just dive straight into the storm. So, if you haven't got my books yet, you're going to learn a little bit about what my books are about. And at the end of this, don't forget to go into the description and check out. Just make sure you check out my link tree. And that'll get you to the links of where the books are. Get the whole series. It's worth it. Just remember my first one, when I first started writing. You see the changes as it progresses. So we're going to hold my voice as much as I can today. Because what I got to tell you guys is very valuable and important. So, make sure you listen to this. If you're wanting to find yourself into a freedom, if you're wanting to find yourself in a bliss, and not find yourself wrapped up in your story all the time, then this might be worth you checking out. Give me a second. I'm going to send out. So here we are. Sorry about that. So don't forget, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. And also, if you're joining in the chat, drop a fire, man, if you can. And the reason you're going to drop a fire in your chat there because that's your roar. That's claiming this space. And if you're watching the the replay, well, you can just leave a comment. But remember, energy transcends beyond time. Time is nothing but a construct that humanity created to create the prison system. But this time, this transmission was forged for you guys right now across the grid. And today we're going to actually talk about some of the books that I've written. We're going to bring some of the stuff I've written in there into today's teaching. So, yesterday in our Power of Silence circle, we cracked the ancient code. Silence isn't emptiness, it's the womb of all creation. The void where the I am roars the loudest. The whole I am that I am. We've explored that sacred 1%, that square root shifts in consciousness. The field that crashes the simulation servers. And remembering the whisper of the ancient ones. So, in the quiet, the matrix glitches. And today we take the stillness into motion. And then what I'm observing is this voice is making sure I take some time of silence. And I'm okay with that. Because I don't know. I think I've spoken so much that people could just go on to the live on my YouTube and go back and watch all these videos. Or they can go get my books too. There might come a time where this one might need to take a break. So, the prison of numbers, and talk about that. It's not just cosmic code, it's the daily grind, the NPCs scripting your day with gossip, doubt, and discouragement. But you're not the extra in the play now, are you? You're the glitch. We're the glitch, aren't we? The sovereign spark returning to Eden. Take a breath with me. Inhale that original design. Exhale that program fog. Let's do this. Body of this prison system. It's fallen mindset. Off. Body of the I am that I am. On. You are here. You are seen. And you are that I am that I am. So let's begin. You guys ready for this? Let's name it. The world feels like a simulation, right? Because it is. When I left the hospice veil, dying, the looping through death's returns, I awoke in that pod on this ship. Not a dream, a download. It's hard to explain because you have to understand everything's in energy. But the architect's flawed code laid out bare before me. I could see the numbers. I could see the system. I didn't have an image like anything you would imagine here. Humanity farmed for loosh was what I truly discovered. That energetic currency of fear, distraction, and division. Yeah, you see, when I first came back, I tried to say I was captured. I tried to say that I was in a fetal position in a room. But the religious ones around me told me not to speak of this. And for 2.5 years, 2.5 years I waited. But I knew I couldn't live with it. I could not live with not speaking the truth that I said I would speak. And I had to remind my mind and body and being what I had said yes to. And that I wasn't here for a popularity contest. I wasn't here to gain anything, but I was here to speak truth, to shake the matrix, to let the fullness of the consciousness to be set free, to speak something that would create a ripple so intently that after spoken, many would continue to speak it. I watch it every day. I've watched it since the day I returned back to life. Even the guy who did my first interview, John Mayer Show, he said, dude, after you did this, all of a sudden everyone started opening up and talking about it. Before that, he just said, it was the light, da, 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 saw my family, da, 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 off at the program of what we were taught. But no, I had to come shake the system. Have my closest friends and everything I knew walk away. I mean, heck, how many of you, if you died and you gave all your precious belongings away and you came back to life and you show up at your friend's door and you say, yo, can I have that precious gem that I toured all over the globe with, that I made music with, that sweet humming electric guitar, and I'll give it back to you when I disappear out of this world for real? No, it's not like we expected you to return. Right there should have been my first sign. Nope, I did not come back for that. I came back to tell them the truth, not build popularity. I don't care if you don't like me. I'll still love you because I know who you are. You're a piece of me. And if you're one who wants to come and get over what's going on in your mind because you drew a line somewhere, you want to use these simple words called, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. You just spoke truth. Nah, I took offense. I'll give you the biggest hug in the world. Ask any of my friends. I don't draw lines. I believe in reset. Let's talk about the forces of the code, the NPCs, the non-player characters, running, repetitive loops to keep the awakened dimmed. They will gossip about you. They will attack you. They will do everything, shake, make it feel like it's real to cause a distraction. See, the ancient ones that awakened to the original design, my first book, we decoded this. It's called the Demerge's Trap. And we it's the false light, weaving Maya, illusion into every human interaction. And science affirms that the same mystery quantum physics tells us reality doesn't exist until you observe it. What are you observing? Matrix is glitching, people disappearing, seeing spirit animals, just got on here trying to get up to speed. Right? Right? Illusion is into every human interaction. And science affirms the same mystery quantum physics tells us. Reality doesn't exist until you observe it. It's true. It's all over the place. So when people are criticizing or gossiping, or they try to drag you into old emotional loops, it's not personal, man. They targeted it. It's being done on purpose. That's why do you think we are in a season of heightened? And so if you can't handle it, and let me tell you something, if you can't handle having fun and doing anything that causes you to not be coherent, then I suggest right now you do not do that. Be where you can pay attention. so you can tell yourself the truth. Because if you're not strong enough yet, either don't go out there yet, or don't do anything that's going to cause your energy to be dimmed. You need to remember that nothing going on around there out there is personal. It's the program. It's testing your firewall. Yep, moving out of 3D into 5D, yeah. You're tempted to respond, explain, justify, to perform for approval. But lions, we don't fucking perform. We roar. We shift the frequencies. We move the room. Now picture this. You walk into a room heavy with judgment, gossip, competition, and the air feels thick, static. Your body tightens. It's not fear, it's feedback. A ping from the simulation. Integrate or evade. From the Return to Eden, my third book, the code is clear. Your body isn't a prison, it's a portal. And when you expand your breath, you rewrite the signal. And chaos cannot survive in coherent fields. So instead of matching their energy, you anchor the silence. You become the eye of the storm. And here's what happens. The noise dissolves. One person softens, another looks up, a conversation opens. You've shifted the grid simply by being. Type yes in there if you ever walked into a room and you felt the static before words were even spoken. I do that all the damn time. So let's get practical. Awakening without embodiment is just poetry. Every dawn before the world can pull you into the matrix. Arms, your field. And see, in The Lion Escapes the Matrix, chapter 7, it's the sovereign dawn. I share my own ritual. So try this. Try this for the next 7 days and see if this helps you. But step 1, the body whisper. Sit in silence. No music, no mantra, just breath. And feel the hum in your chest, the Eden spark. See, science confirms this. And when your heart enters coherence, your electromagnetic field expands over 3 feet. You literally shift the energy in any room you enter. See, that's bioenergetics, warfare at the gentlest form. Step 2, time. Especially when I am observing what this body does sometimes. But you need to speak it aloud, not as an affirmation, but as a command. I am that I am. I am not here to perform. I am the shift. It's the same fire Moses heard from the burning bush. The unstruck sound Buddha described. The agnostic spark that defied the demerge. So speak it until your cells resonate. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. Let me clarify. I see animals in spirit form, dogs especially. I actually led a deceased dog outside. I thought it was another dog. They looked like, oh my gosh, bro. I've done that. I've also unfortunately had to do that with a human being that had moved on to the realm, and it's how I realized he was passed away. Because I realized, wait, my front door is locked and he's standing here talking to me. He did not just walk in. Well, he did, but unfortunately, my buddy was passed away. But I got to talk with him. So yeah, that stuff happens, bro. It's because we see. So you speak that until your cells resonate. And then 3 is the field seal. Move your body, yoga, dance, walk the desert, walk out in the forest, walk the mountains, find the tension, breathe light into it, and end this vow. And say, today I see the code, not the costume that is your firewall. Now inhale with me. I am. And exhale, chaos dissolve. Inhale, I am. Exhale, chaos dissolve. See what one ritual that grounds your morning. Tell me, what is one ritual that grounds your morning? For me, it's a meditation stand. Sitting out in the sun for a moment and gazing at it. I am that I am. Let's go deeper. Because knowledge without embodiment is just hollow, right? So after my ND, which they actually call me a return, and it's more of a discovery, is what they discussed it as. I was radiant and raw, wide awake and wide open. But awakening doesn't always mean applause, okay? Friends ghosted me. You're too intense. Family said, be realistic. Each counter felt like rejection. But in truth, it was the matrix testing my stability. And could I hold light without craving validation? You know, and I remember one day in a Utah diner, I overheard the whispers. That's that's that weird spiritual girl with the van. And I'm like, what? I wanted to flee for a moment, but something inside me said, no, wait, be still. So I did. And the silence stretched. And then one of the women approached me with tears. She said, I don't know why I feel this, but I think you were meant to tell me something. We talked for hours. Her pain cracked open that day. And I realized chaos isn't against me. It's an invitation to awaken others through my presence. See, that's a return to Eden. You're not escaping the assimilation. You're rewriting it with every breath. See, family, this is your call. The storm isn't punishment. It's your initiation. All right, my lions, let's open the field. I want you to remember something, that your children are mirrors as well, mini lions. learning the sound of their roar. Learn to breathe with them, not above them. Learn to take even a couple minutes of silence together each morning with your children. Knowing what I know now. Well, I raised my kids with what I know now, with who I am now. I can only imagine. Remember, I am that I am. Remember, you're not driving through chaos. You're the frequency directing it. Love listening to everything you have to say. Thank you. You're welcome. Put your hands on your heart and breathe with me. Inhale the original design. Exhale the illusion. Ready? Remember, you're not here to escape the matrix. You are here to reprogram it from within. And when you walk into a room, storms or crowds this week, remember, you are not the chaos. You're not. You are the eye. You are the lion. The silence we practiced yesterday and the sovereignty we embodied today merge now into the truth of I am that I am. And if this stirred your field, support this work by diving in deeper. Go get the Awaken trilogy. It's available now on Amazon and Kindle. And someday I got to do the Audible. But join our retreats or simply share this video with someone who's ready to wake up. Beloved lions, Eden isn't a place, it's a state of remembering, a state, and you've just returned. Until next time, go deep, walk awake, and roar. Remember who you are. Don't let this world eat you. Nah. All right? If you got any comments, feel free to make them. And also, on the description down below is a link tree. You can get all kinds of things on there. Link you all the different networks I'm doing. Do me a favor and share this with your friends today. Get this out there to somebody you think just they need to hear this. And make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day because it brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize you are valuable and you matter and you are all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Peace and love. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for everything. All right, love you all.